Okay, in this example, we're going to find the cube roots of 1000i. So you can see what I've done here. I have graphed the complex number on a plane, and I have a real axis and an imaginary axis. 1000i is going to be on the positive imaginary axis, 1000 units up, which is going to make the r value 1000. That's the distance from 0. Theta in this case is going to be pi over 2. And then we're finding the cube roots, so n will equal 3. So we'll start by finding the cube root of r. And then I'm just going to write this out. Cosine of pi over 2 plus 2 pi k over 3 plus I sine. Let's do a little erasing here, give ourselves a little bit of room. Pi over 2 plus 2 pi k over 3. And now we will begin with k equals 0. When we put a 0 in for k, we've got the cube root of 1000 was 10, and then I've got cis, and then pi over 2 plus 2 pi times 0 over 3, and pi over 2 divided by 3 is pi over 6. So 10 cis pi over 6. In parentheses, we've got the square root of 3 over 2 plus 1/2 I. That will be 5 times the square root of 3 plus 5i. So there's one of our three answers. Now we'll put a 1 in for k. I'm going to go ahead and make all of this blue. There we go. So we put a 1 in for k, and we'll have 10. And then cis, pi over 2 plus 2 pi times 1, so that's plus 2 pi over 3. So pi over 2 plus 2 pi is going to be 5 pi over 2, all divided by 3, which will be 5 pi over 6. So the better you are with fractions, the easier that part will be. Otherwise, just allow yourself the time to find a common denominator and actually do the division, and you'll come up with 5 pi over 6 as well. And then the cosine of 5 pi over 6 is negative square root of 3 over 2. And the sine is positive 1/2. So we have negative 5 times the square root of 3 plus 5i. So there's the second answer. And now we need the third one when k equals 2. So 10 cis pi over 2 plus 2 pi times 2, which is 4 pi. So pi over 2 plus 4 pi is 9 pi over 2, which will be 9 pi over 6, and 9 pi over 6 is 3 pi over 2. So 10 cis, 3 pi over 2. That's going to be a 0 for cosine and a negative 1 for sine. So that will be negative 10i. So there are our three cube roots of 1000. In the next video, we're going to make this a try, and I'm going to give it to you ahead of time. It's as simple as r equaling 1000 or 16 and theta equaling 60 degrees or pi over 3. So if you want to give that a try before the video, you're more than welcome and also encouraged to give it a try.